Well, I'm going to call this meeting to order at 10:34. And if you will recite the Pledge of Allegiance with me, I sure would appreciate it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Thank you. And if we can get an adoption of this agenda, please.
I move to adopt the agenda for the Tello board meeting for July 8th, 2025.
Okay.
Mr. Malio, I
Yes.
apologize for the interruption. I got information. We do need to pull one item off the consent agenda before we approve the.
Yes.
If we could pull letter B on the personnel action reports.
Yes, I will do that right after our public hearing.
Oh,
But thank you for that reminder.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, so I'm going to open our public hearing. Where's my review? Here it is. This public meeting is scheduled for July 8th, 2025 at 10:35 a.m. for the purpose of public review of the fiscal year 2026 annual expenditure budget. And we are now open for the public. So, James, good morning. Would you like to kick it off for us?
Yeah, you have in front of you the adopted budget, which is very similar, or it is similar to the budget, proposed budget you approved in June. The only difference would be is change from proposed to adopted. So if you have any questions, I'm willing to take those.
Anybody have anything for James? Didn't think there would be. All right, if we could, let's see. We don't have anybody have anything for James at all? There's no public. Don't have to hear from them. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close this public hearing at 10:36. Sorry that took so long. All right. So now let me get my agenda back up here. All right, so item number 3 is the action item, which is the adoption of the annual expenditure budget for fiscal year 2026. We can get that motion going.
I'll make the motion that the governing board of the Wickenburg Unified School District Number 9, having held a public hearing on July 8th, 2025, hereby adopt the fiscal year 2026 annual expenditure budget as presented.
Second.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Sandy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And motion carries. Thank you, James. Let's see. Consent agenda. All right, Dr. Remendini, we are going to be pulling item B, personal action reports, and we'll get some commentary on that in just a bit. Anybody else need anything else pulled before we take action on the rest? Okay, we can entertain the motion for the rest then.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda minus item B for July 8th, 2025.
Second.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Sandy. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. So now we will hear from our superintendent, Dr. Remendini, on the personal action reports.
Mr. Malio and board members, I apologize for jumping the gun on pulling that agenda item. I was quick on the trigger. Yes, we need to pull. I've asked the governing board if they would please pull the personnel action report request for the employment of Allison Hitchcock. Our Human Resources Department needs some more information on this individual, and we will not be moving forward with her employment today, but could be in the future. But everything else on that item is accurate and up to date.
Okay, thank you for that. So if we can get an adoption for this piece then, minus that Allison Hitchcock.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve the personnel action reports minus the HR hire.
Can we get a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Well, we got a couple seconds, so thank you for that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. And my screen is wonky. Give me a second. I'm doing a split screen, and that's not easy for an old feller like me. All right. So we've got all of that. The informational items. Gosh, am I almost done? Where is this? I apologize. That's what I get for getting fancy. Oh my gosh. All right, there it is. Sorry about that. All right, so it's a little bit out of order here. We're going to close the meeting before you find out about future agendas and announcements. I just now noticed that.
Did we just approve the consent agenda? Is that what we did?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, we went over,
Yes, the poll, what we pulled.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So, does anybody have anything for future agendas? Announcements? We got all that. Okay. Well, we can go to the closing of the meeting, which is item number 5.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Wow. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Susan. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. And this meeting is adjourned at 10:40.